Hi, good morning, good evening. Thank you, Anna, for lovely introduction. And I'm going to share my screen. Let me just share my screen. Okay, so give me up if this is visible to you guys.
Yes, Chitransh.
Okay, okay. So hi everyone. So this is Chitransh, and we're gonna talk about the Web3 and blockchain testing today. And how a QA needs to be think or keep something in the mind when we are interacting with the Web3 or blockchain type of technology. So we'll start the session with the introduction. So hi, this is Chitransh Shrivastava, and I'm a QA engineer at MetaGift Software in India. And today I'm having experience when the different type of domains here. So okay, let's start further. So today we're gonna talk about the Web3 applications and the blockchain technologies testing. So how Web3 testing is different from the traditional QA. We generally, having experience in web 2 type of application, and we generally perform the traditional QA there. And so today we'll see what happens with the web 3 technology or the blockchain technology if we interact with these type of applications. So are not the buzzword today, and everybody knows what is the web 3 and the blockchain. You must be here about that. And when it comes to the testing part of it, everyone, sometimes QAs keep themselves a step back because this technology are not familiar with everyone. So we'll talk about the testing approaches, what should we follow when we are interacting with these type of applications. Moving forward, the agenda of this session is so first of all, we'll talk about the web evolution, how the web evolved from web 1, 2, and 3, how we reach at the web 3 type of applications. And then we'll go to the introduction to the blockchain. What is the blockchain? How we'll, keep the things in mind. And third one is why blockchain matters for the testers. So this is most, important thing. What we can, keep in mind when we are interacting with the blockchain technology, and of how Web3 is different from Web 2 type of applications. So we'll see in this session. So moving forward, so first of all, we'll talk about the web evolution. So web evolution, we start Web 1 type of applications. So start Web 1 started after the invention of World Wide Web, and you can say late 90s or early 2000s. So in around 1990, the web 1 type of applications evolved, and these are mostly static web applications. When we talk about the web 1 type of application, these have only one way of communication. So we can just go to the website, check the content, and we cannot post something, we cannot do other way communication to the web, these type of websites. So web 1 evolved in that time. Web 2 term become more popular in around 2004 and 5. So these type of applications generally are the interactive websites where the two-way communication is possible. When some content is there and we can post it, we can get it. So these type of interaction started with web 2 type of application with centralized platform. So these are the centralized platform with web 2 type of applications. We can take an example of, if we can take example of Facebook or YouTube, where we can see the content and we can post something on the website also. So after that, we shifted to the web 3 type of websites where the concept introduced in around 2014, and these websites are built on the blockchain technology. So here the blockchain and the web3 websites are comes into the picture, and they generally focus on the decentralization approach. Okay, so in this the data is owned by the users only. Okay, let's move to the centralization. I use the term centralization. What is centralization in web 2? So centralization is nothing but when a particular company keeps all the data of your site. A single company owns your data, and this type of technology or this type of work is called as centralization of data. So there is a single central authority for your data handling. The controls over the transaction and the data is single-handedly managed. We can take an example of bank, as you can see here, or the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram type of things. Okay, so this is the centralization which is introduced in web 2 type of websites. What is decentralization here? So in decentralizations, there is no single owner. So instead of owning the data with single company here, the data is owned by multiple users, or we can say everybody. So everybody can share the data, and the data is distributed across the network, as you can see here. So system does not depend on one server or one company for the data. So this is the uh, uh, decentralization approach. What this is comes with the Web3 type of websites. And one more thing, these websites are built on the blockchain technology. Okay, so what is blockchain technology? We'll talk it in the next slide. But when we are, want to uh, describe Web3, what is Web3 and what is blockchain. So for a difference, we can take an example of the blockchain is a technology on which the Web3 websites are built. Okay, so blockchain is, you can say, it's like a engine on which Web3 type of car is working on. So the blockchain is technology, and Web3 is an application which is built on the blockchain technology. So moving forward, we'll talk about what is a blockchain. So blockchain is nothing but it is a distributed ledger, and this technology have some blocks, and in that particular blocks we have a data or the timestamp on these kind of things, and the chain of these blocks are called a blockchain. As the name suggests, this is a continuous series of blocks, and each block has some data. What type of data? So the data, you can say, it's in terms of ledger. Ledger means, in the old days, we generally take an example of banks. In old days, the bank have some ledger and the list of transactions there. So this type of transactions list is there in the ledger. So we can add multiple transactions there, and this block has a single block, and these type of multiple blocks, or we can say the chain of blocks, is uh, collectively called the blockchain. So blockchain is a shared digital record book where transactions are stored secure across many computers, and once recorded cannot easily change. This is a main feature where a blockchain a record is captured by a blockchain. It cannot easily change. Okay, moving forward, we have the most important slides. We can say the blockchain matters for tester, how tester should relate with the blockchain. So for tester, we should keep something in our mind when we are interacting with the Web3 type of application or the blockchain. So first is no rollback or undo process is there. So when we are checking or when we are performing any testing on the blockchain, we should keep one thing in mind, that there is no rollback. So once a transaction is done, it cannot be reverted. Okay. The data is permanent, so if we cannot roll back it, so data should be permanent. Okay, so data once published on a blockchain, it is submission is done on the blockchain, it cannot be revoked, or the data would be permanently captured. Here is a high user trust impact. If something is gone wrong, it cannot be reverted back. So there is a customers trust is also comes into the picture. So there is a high user trust impact is there in the blockchain type of technology, where we cannot revert it back, or we cannot go and correct the data, because the data is shared everywhere, and it is once it is captured, it cannot be reverted back. The more edge cases is there, because it is um, working on blockchain technology, and there is no rectification is possible. So there are more edge cases when we are compare it to the web 2 type of applications. The web 3 has more edge cases, so we should work on edge cases more, uh, instead of the happy path flows. And the last one is QA become more critical. Obviously the QA will become more critical if the we have a more edge cases are there. So and this way, uh, we should keep these things in mind when we are interacting with the blockchain technology. Moving forward, uh, okay.
Hi,
So
Chitra. Sorry
yeah.
to interrupt. 15 seconds more.
Okay. Now this is a test case flow for the web 3 websites, and now this is a difference. I already most of the thing are covered with the with in the session. So this is the major difference, and this is you can connect me on LinkedIn, so feel free. And one thing I want to state, that Web 2 testing mindset is, does it work? And Web 3 type of mindset should be like, what happened if it got failed? So this is a permanent, fixation is there. So we have to keep that thinking in mind. So thank you so much. As the time constraint is there.